Chris Eubank Jr. reveals the intense reason why him and Adam Booth parted ways. Chris Eubank had been trained by Adam Booth for a short stint earlier in his career, but obviously things didn't work out, but no one really knew why. But it has finally been revealed, and it is because Eubank was prepping for a fight, and so had brought in some sparring partners, one of whom was Michael Venom Page, and they got in together and sparred one round. That was 3 minutes long, I believe. But at the end of the round, Eubank explained that there would be only 30-second rest periods between rounds, as opposed to 1 minute. Something Michael Venom Page was not really comfortable with, 30-second rest periods in between rounds. So Eubank explained that there would be 30-second rest periods, and Michael Venom Page was not happy with that, and he was not comfortable with that rest period, and expressed this, to which Eubank told him that it was his gym, and that was the gym rules, and if he did not like it, then he could leave, as it was Chris Eubank Jr.'s training camp. And following this altercation, Michael Venom Page got out of the ring and left the gym. But Adam Booth left also. He followed Michael Venom Page out of the gym, instead of staying with his fighter, Chris Eubank Jr., something that was displeasing to Chris Eubank Jr., as he believed that the trainer should stay with his fighter. Instead, he left the gym, obviously because he wasn't too happy with how Chris Eubank Jr. had behaved. But rather than express this to his fighter, he just left. Probably he could have said something, but he was probably just in dismay and disbelief at the way Chris Eubank Jr. was behaving. But then again, it was Chris Eubank Jr.'s training camp, and the rules were his to make, I guess, in that training camp, 30-second rest between rounds. I know it is normally a minute, but obviously if that's the way he is training, then fair enough. But I suppose that he should have told Michael Venom Page that there would be 30-second rest periods in between rounds when he asked him to come down and train with him. He should have told him the full picture, the full rules, before he came, because obviously Michael Venom Page was not happy with that rest period. But I suppose you could say Michael Venom Page could have just got on with it, but still, it's just an altercation between fighters that maybe got a little bit out of hand, with Michael Venom Page leaving, and then Adam Booth also walking out the door with him. The split between Chris Eubank Jr. and Adam Booth was later revealed and later publicised, but no one really knew how and why. But now we do know. Chris Eubank Jr. has revealed it. Maybe he did spare out a few details in there, and I don't think you could really ask Adam Booth, because he wouldn't say, because he never really says, he never says why that he left David Haye, he never says why he left George Groves, and he wouldn't explain why he left Chris Eubank Jr. He left that up to the fighters to explain themselves if they wished to do so. So, now we know, it wasn't an amicable split, and they kind of didn't really fall out, they kind of parted ways, and Adam Booth left the gym. I don't know whether he went back or not to explain why he would be leaving Chris Eubank Jr. It seems like he didn't. It seems like he just left that day, maybe come back in and finish the session, and then just took off and refused to train Chris Eubank Jr. again. Perhaps Adam Booth just couldn't deal with Chris Eubank Jr. and his manner towards other fighters and how he tries to train, which is fair enough. If a fighter and a trainer don't gel, then they can't work together. That's just simple. They have to gel. I mean, if you look at the relationship between Tony Bellew and Dave Caldwell, that is a match made in heaven. They had a great relationship, great working relationship, and that's what needs to happen between fighter and trainer. And if it is not there, then you can't do it. And Adam Booth was clearly unhappy with the way that Chris Eubank Jr. had behaved that day, so he decided to part ways with him. A lot is made about Chris Eubank Jr.'s ego and that he cannot be told anything. He knows best, and he will not listen to a trainer in the fight anyway. So perhaps he wasn't listening to Adam Booth anyway, and Adam Booth could not get through to him, and that was just the final straw. He just had enough, and he just wanted to part ways with Chris Eubank Jr., and that was his opportunity. This behaviour was obviously not to Adam Booth's taste, and he decided to no longer train Chris Eubank Jr. So there we have it. That is the reason why they split. What do you think of this split, guys? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is in the wrong? Please drop your thoughts below. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you, guys.